Hello, my name is Ellie, and I think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Anyone who has been following my depression videos, I'm really happy to say that I went from saying I am depressed to I am experiencing depression, and also I am on a deeper level love. And now I'm going to keep that on a deeper level love, and I'm going to drop the I am experiencing depression and move into I am experiencing a difficult time. I was almost ready last night to drop the difficult time and move into I'm experiencing an intense time, but I kept wanting to put that intense in front of the difficult. So we're going to have to just stay with the difficult and baby steps. So holding space. How do you hold space for someone? First of all, holding space for someone and the person you are trying to have a relationship's ability to hold space for you is going to entirely depend on how good the relationship is, how deep of a connection you can establish, and how long the relationship will last. Holding space for someone in relationship, whether it's your child, a friendship, your partnership, or even just a stranger, you need to be able to hold space for people so that they can be heard, understood, and seen. How you hold space for someone is when you just allow them to be and say and express and feel however they're feeling without you having the urge to react to how they're feeling, to match them, or to change how they are feeling. It is not you invalidating their feelings or, it's you just really allowing them to be, to feel however they feel, to express themselves however they're feeling, and to not remove your love while they are doing this. This is really difficult. We have not been taught how to deal with our emotions, even what our emotions are. We especially get triggered because of all of our own wounds. When someone is emotional, we immediately go into defense mode and we stop hearing what the other person is saying. This is the disconnect from connection. As soon as this happens, as soon as this defense rises in you, there is no ability for you to have connection with whoever you are talking to. So I'm going to give you a personal example of how I was holding space for my 6-year-old last night. And keep in mind how you will hold space for a 6-year-old will be different than how you would hold space for an older child or your romantic partner. And I'll give you an example of that afterwards. So last night, my 6-year-old was drawing at the kitchen table and he started to express frustration. So I asked him, what's going on? And he said, I'm frustrated, I keep making a mistake. And he is trying to draw this face on a paper, and he's drawing this little face and he's just throwing the paper away, and this stack is getting higher and higher. And, as an adult, I'm thinking, you're wasting paper. And so instead of reacting like that, I am holding space for him. I say, okay, I'm sorry that you're frustrated that you are trying to draw something and you can't do it. So I'm letting him know I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. So I just let him be, and he continues to get angry and angry. And so I say, Gavin, because he's 6 years old, this is a time for me as a parent to give him some insight into something that he can do. So I let him know, maybe it's a time for you to take a break. Sometimes when I get really frustrated, if I just take a break, then I can go back into it and be more calm. So that was me as a parent and a 6-year-old giving him some much needed advice on how to deal with his emotions. So then he proceeded to, unfortunately, just still get angry and angry. He comes over to where I'm sitting and he shows me, this is a critical moment here. He shows me he had broken the pencil that he was drawing with, in half. And this was a really big opportunity for me to, as a parent, I could either decide to continue to hold space for him, or I could respond to him breaking something. And I didn't do that. I paused for a moment and I understood that when you're really angry and you don't know how to deal with your emotions, how easy it would be to, in anger, break something. And this is just a pencil. So I just said, wow, I can see that you're really frustrated. I'm sorry that you're feeling so frustrated. I could see his body relax at that moment. And then he was still angry. He went into his room, which is a little bit away from where I was sitting. And I let him have a few moments. And I said, Gavin, would you like company or would you like to be by yourself? No answer. Let about a minute pass. Gavin, would you like company or would you like to be by yourself? I'm trying to encourage him to communicate with me, because without communication, there is no bond that can happen, no connection that can happen. So he doesn't answer me. So I say, okay, I'm going to watch this podcast and I'm going to be right here if you need me. So he says, so then he started to communicate with me. So through this whole process, towards the end, he fully started to calm down, and we wound up having a great end of the night. And this could have really gone a different way. I really feel that he felt that he was heard and acknowledged. I didn't make him feel bad for being angry. I didn't even try to change him. As a 6-year-old, he is going to need guidance on maybe some options that he isn't thinking about, like maybe take a break. So if this was a romantic partner, though, or an older child, just listening to what they're saying, they're feeling, acknowledging, maybe even repeating back, I hear that you're saying this, and I can understand why you might be feeling that way. Just holding space by listening. You are not going to be trying to add advice or, trying to change what they're feeling. Just being present, allowing them to feel that way, maybe asking, what, if anything, is there something I can do for you? But really just that acknowledgement, that validation of how they're feeling, and letting them know it's okay to feel how you feel because you feel that way. And not removing your love is holding space for your partner, for your friend, whoever you are having that type of conversation with. And this is going to allow a safeness in the relationship. That person is going to know that they are free to express themselves and there's nothing wrong with them. They are feeling that way because they feel that way, and there's a valid reason for that. And this is going to create a deep connection in the relationship. And both people are going to be offering this in the most healthy relationship, a relationship that is going to last a really long time. And again, it is so difficult to hold space for someone to not react, but just bringing awareness to how important this is in forming a deep connection with another person is really a powerful force in helping us to want to understand this and to want and be able to get ourselves to be able to hold space for the people that we love in our life. I wish you so much luck on your journey. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will love to connect with you soon. Thank you.